the tournaments, the coaching, the training we do, and because of my online store, we get to test loads of different paddle rackets.
Me and Stan are mostly ranking our top 5 on our own experience, as well as feedback we get from customers and other players in the UK. Let's start with number 5.
The ML10 Quantum.
So you've been using this for the last few months.
Yep.
Why do you like this model?
I think it's just a really solid racket, you know, playing on the right side now, so I need that control element.
It's quite control based for someone that likes to smash.
And then of course, it's the Miguel Lamperty racket.
Yeah.
It does have that power for when I am trying to smash.
This is the main thing with this, it's obviously round shape,
Yeah.
so all your control on the right side,
Yeah.
so you need that, but then when you do want to go for it, you can still get a lot of power with it as well. So I tested this model a little bit. For me, it was a little bit too much on the control side. I like something with a little bit more head-heavy balance, but this has been working for you.
Yeah.
You usually use quite an aggressive racket though, so why are you going for this one now?
Well, for me, I've tried the head-heavy rackets and it's just, I don't like it, how it feels. So this has been perfect for me because anytime I use the head-heavy racket, I just find I'm hitting the top of the racket or the frame of the racket. I need that consistency, but it's perfect because it still has the power to smash and hit those aggressive vibras.
Okay, let's go through a few of the specs on this racket then, the ML10 Quantum. So yeah, round shape, big sweet spot. It's got 3K carbon, so it's quite a firm feel. It's got a lot of structure on the throat and the EOS flaps, so these gaps here and the gaps on the side of the racket give it quite a good bit of maneuverability. So if you were going to suggest this to someone, who would you recommend this type of racket to?
Yeah, probably someone that is wanting to play with control mainly, but wants to be able to smash when the ball's there.
Awesome. All right, so that was number 5, and number 4, we have got the Babolat Technical Viper. This is another one of Stan's rackets that he had this year. You used this one just before the last racket. Would I be right in saying this when you was playing a lot more aggressive with it?
Yeah, so at this point I was playing more on the left side.
Yeah.
It was
so when me and you were playing together a lot more?
Yes. So it was great for the smash.
Yeah.
But it's quite a lightweight racket. So
yeah, that's what I found with it as well.
That's what I like to play with, a lightweight racket. And then the balance was more in the top of the racket, and that was the only thing I'm not able to use whilst playing on the right. So if I was still on the left, I probably still would use it or something very similar to it. So it's great for a left side player.
I remember when we tested all the Babolat rackets, I liked this one and the Air one, but I remember afterwards I was using this one a little bit because, like Stan said, it's also a little bit lighter, so it doesn't feel too tricky to use in the hand. And like your typical power racket, this is a typical power racket, that would usually be a lot harder to use. The only downside is, yes, quite head heavy, so I'd only use this on the left side. Stan, like you said, only using it on the left side as well. But top racket is the diamond shape, high balance, high sweet spot, 12K carbon on the surface, super rough surface, and the other thing was the long handle. How did you find this long handle compared to other rackets?
It was interesting. I didn't have any issues with it at all. I think it's mainly for tennis players that come over and want to use the double hand backhand.
Yeah.
But for me...
But also like the smash.
That's what I was about to mention, yeah. For me, it's great because when I want to grip it lower down the racket to get the flick of the wrist more, it was perfect.
Awesome. Coming in at number 3 is the Nox 8010 12K. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any of these. We're out of stock of all the 8010 range, and we don't even have the tester models either.
Yeah.
So I've got a guy that loves the 8010s, and we had to sell it to him. They're in demand so much. We do have more coming in very, very soon, but we had to include them on this list because they've been so popular. So Stan, you were using the 8010 12K right at the start of the year.
Yeah, it's just one of my probably all-time favourite rackets.
Yeah.
The control is
so good, isn't it?
So good. It just feels so comfy. You know, everything you hit comes off the racket so clean. I was actually at the point where I had a crack down it, and it was still playing probably better than any of my models that were.
There you go.
That were fine.
And then when we first got them, you were using the 12, and then a few months later, then I started using the 8010 12K for a few months. You went to something else, which we'll talk about later. 8010 12K for me, like the control was amazing, and for me playing on the right side, I found it just perfect. Like I felt it excelled in like the volleys, the vibras, but also just ground strokes to the back. Felt manoeuvrable. The feel was spot on as well. I remember I used it in do you remember the grade 2 Ilford, the loss to Josh and Tommy?
Yeah.
I used it in that.
Yeah.
I know that's a sour one, but I just remember using it in that one. So the main benefits of that racket is it's the teardrop shape, so it's very well balanced between power and control. It's got 12K carbon, so solid carbon, rough surface for spin. The feel is medium, so it's not too firm and it's not too soft. It's also got the Nox custom grip, which I actually kept on, you had it off. Again, it's just personal preference. The idea with the custom grip is it's meant to help your grip, but also reduce some vibrations to your arm. I just found it felt quite comfortable, but you didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter, you can use that as well, but would highly recommend all rackets from the 8010 range from Nox. But yeah, the 12K is lovely.
By the way guys, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K and I really want a plaque.
Coming in at number 2 of our favourite paddle rackets 2025, this is a big one for me. This is the Siux Stupa Pro ST4. This is an amazing paddle racket. I've absolutely loved using it. I've been using this for like the past 3 months basically. I wanted a new racket and I literally tried it out because I thought it looked quite cool because it's the gold design, and instantly it felt amazing. I remember we just done like a coaching match play, and then I've just used it ever since. A couple cool things about the model is the grip. It's kind of like a bit of a squidgy grip. It's a special grip from Siux, and then I put an over grip over the top of that. That always has felt really good. The balance felt good. It's felt quite lightweight and maneuverable in my hand, which I've always felt I've needed, especially at the net position. Like I need to be able to maneuver quickly. For me, this has had the best balance of power and control. Super rough sandpaper surface for a lot of spin. Strong material. I found that I've been able to get really good timing on all of my shots. So like I'm hitting smashes cleaner than ever before with this one. Vibra's volleys have all felt good. A few people that have tried this have also said they've absolutely loved it. Again, it comes down to personal preference, because what were your thoughts when you tried yours?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
For me, the main thing that I liked of this racket was just how comfy and it felt just off the face.
Yeah.
Everything I hit, it came off so clean. A big thing for me about this one, it's quite lightweight. It's like really maneuverable, easy to use in the hand-to-hand battle, volley-to-volley battle, sorry. Yeah, it's just ideal. Pretty much everything you said was quite spot on.
Was there anything you didn't like about it though?
For me, just not quite enough power on the flat smash. It was great for the kick smash, you know.
I can get that, to be fair.
The timing-wise, it's unbelievable. Every time I hit with topspin, I'm hitting it perfectly, but it's just those balls on top of the net where I just want to bring it back over and clear them.
I would actually agree with that as well. I'm hitting kick well with it, but it's just on the all-out fast flat smash or like a real big slapper volley.
But overall, really good racket.
Amazing model. That leads us to the #1 paddle racket, our favourite paddle racket for 2025. We can both agree on this one. It is the ball paddle Vertex Hybrid. This model has like one of the best balances of power and control for me, and I used it right at the start of the year. Do you remember, like, well, when we say year, we're talking the season really, so last September to like November. Then we switched, so I went to the 8010 like I said earlier, then you used the Vertex Hybrid and used that for months. You used that all the way up to like March, right? Is that right?
I used this racket for maybe 5-6 months, just before the Technical Viper.
And then you went to that one.
Yeah.
But that was kind of more, I feel like you kind of went for that because it was a new shiny racket.
Yeah.
Like this one's hard to leave behind, isn't it?
Yeah. Even once I got the Technical Viper, I used it for, I remember I used the Viper for a month maybe.
Yeah.
And then I came right back to it. And used it for another few months. Other than Stratford, which was the most recent tournament I played, I've used this for every tournament this year. So you really can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. Jake, who's another close friend of Everything Paddle, you've probably seen him on podcast or just in match videos. He used the Vertex Hybrid for a long period when he was sponsored with Ball Paddle. He played on the right and the left side, and that's one of the key things about this racket. It's very versatile. So for me, playing on the right, I can use the control part of it, but if on the left, you can really access the power parts of it as well. Very versatile. It works with the smash really well, but also in defense, it's excellent. So it is a hybrid shape. It's medium balance, really rough surface for spin as well. I'd say a medium to firm, solid feel. Like, ball comes with the racket quite quick. It does have the Hessicore grip, which again, you can take off if you don't like. I remember when I used it, I think I had mine on again just because I quite like the feel, but Stan's got a super thin grip here, and that is for smash. Yeah,
the top spin smash.
Top spin smash, of course. In terms of my online paddle store, this is the one we probably get the best feedback on. It's probably one of our best advanced selling rackets, up there with the 8010. Best Vertex range in ball paddles, also obviously very popular. But yeah, this is our #1 paddle racket for 2025.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. Be sure to share your favourite paddle racket so far this year in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.